Right, hello. This is the 5 amp hour pack of the Ego power range. These lights will flash up, but it won't charge, and that happens. I also just found in the box there's a 7.5 amp hour, which is massive. It's not massive in terms of batteries, but it's it's unhappy at least. So let's have a little look inside these. These are slightly different to open than the 2.5 amp hour ones. We could look to have 5 screws around the edge, 5 screws around there, and then the same 1, 2, 3, 4 along here. I'm using Torx 15 for this lot. T15 Torx. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the same screws the whole way around the pack as far as I'm aware. And the top does just kind of pull off, but sometimes needs a bit of prying. Oh. I will cut back when I've got the top a bit loose. There you go. Right, that's better. Ugh. Just a massive silicone-y bleh. 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing I've got to applaud them on is their use of the same fasteners the whole way around the pack. That's just the way that things should be. So if I can split this case, it's going, and then we've got to undo the lower section, which is 5 more of the same Torx head screws. They are security Torx with a little bubble in the middle of them, but security Torx, if you can afford one of these batteries, you probably alright to grab a security Torx bit. Worst case, I know you can jam a flathead screwdriver in them and undo them. It just takes ages, really long time. I've got to get this bottom one undone, bear with me. So I struggled for ages, and the key is just to pry up on this piece of case, and it'll loosen all the rest up. But oh, here we are. Right, I think I want you to be out of there. Get off it! Oops. Don't buy your pry tools from AliExpress. They won't do that. I'm going to use definitely not a metal screwdriver for this at all. It's absolutely not made of metal. It's a carbon fibre composite, honest. And the reason I'm not using a metal screwdriver, it's this definitely not metal one, see, is that sticking metal things inside batteries is really bad. So there's that bit off. See how the case. The case is really nice. It's a solid sort of ABS. There you go. ABS, TPE. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but there's probably a lot of glass fibre reinforcement in there, which I know you can hear if you sort of cut it with a knife. Can't hear it on this one, but I'd imagine there probably is. Same weird cells as the smaller pack here. It's like it's split into 2 bits, 2 sections here, which is pretty cool, pretty nice. Don't know what the cells are still, not seen them before, but doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad, just that I'm not familiar with them. If anything, they don't seem bad at all, they seem really good. So, here's our... It's absolutely doused in silicone, all this. It's just so much of it. So to get these balance connectors out, it can be a bit of a struggle. There we go. I'm just going to pry a bit of the silicone off to try and not snap any little wires, because if I can fix the battery, I'm sure the customer would love me a lot. They'd buy me lots of beer. Alright, there's one. And then there's 2. 3. Looks to be the same BMS as the other smaller model. So for a bit of testing, we're going to go for exactly the same route as before. Our main negative here to our main positive, which you can actually check from outside the pack, but I'm dumb. 47 volts. You can't see that. 40. 47 volts. There you go. Right, so from our main negative to our next bit, we're going to be looking for slightly different balance wires in this, so I don't really know where they all go. Bear with me, I'll have to work it out. That yellow to the plus, halfway through, so is it that red there? Oh, we might actually have a dead cell on this one. Huh, we might just. 0.9 volts, 0.9 volts. Or is that the temp sensor I'm measuring? God, I don't know where the wires go. Incredibly unfamiliar with these packs. Well, let's try from this black here to the red here. 22 volts. 25 volts. It's definitely not it then, is it? Let's go for this yellow. This black. 44 volts. Okay, right, 3.6 volts. There we go. Three point six. 3.6. Oh, is that a dead cell? Multimeter turned off, really helpful. Might be a dead cell there. Wow. It might be. 3.6. 3.6. 3.6. Three point six. 3.6. 3.6. 3.6. 3.6. 3.6. Can't tell about that one. It's really hard to see. These are... Alright, there's nothing in there, that's why. Empty JST. No wonder it's not reading anything. 1.5. Nothing. Nothing. Do they even sell balance wires though? That's my question. We've got a red and a green. Oh yeah, they must be balance wires. Oh yeah, look. That cell there looks like it's been bashed in. Got a really big smash on it. I wonder if that's part of our issue. Nope. Alrighty then. I wouldn't trust that though. That can't be good for a cell to be smashed in like that. This battery's obviously taking quite the whack. That's what's inside one anyway, which is pretty cool. Put it back together. You've got to do one of those. One of those. Bottom goes on. Bottom falls off. Bottom on. And for the upper part here, let's do it that way, shall we? Make life easier. There's our main power. Detecting no cells, so it's unhappy. There's our next group of leads. And our next group of leads. Still unhappy. Well, mostly just showing you what's inside these ones anyway. There you go. Thank you very much for watching.